Today we are going to discuss about 7 sins of India. When we talk about India, we have many things to remember. First and the foremost, the India is a nation filled with a lot of ambitious minds who have got some its aspirations. The new generation is energetic. They are ready to take adventure. They have an entrepreneurial spirit. They are ready to take risk. They need support. At the same time, they are ready to move forward to take the challenges. Unfortunately, there are a few problems. First and the foremost curse of India is that legacy politics. From Karunanidhi to Abdullah's, India is cursed with many family setup. This family setup has only one objective. They have to promote their family members as the next princess and next king, and they want to rule, and they want to use the power to make as much as money, and they become the part of corruption. I won't say that everyone is corrupt, but I started wondering why everyone want to be in politics, all their family members, instead of promoting the real talents. These people promote their family members like sister, brother, brother-in-law. At the same time, we have a real talents who is desperately waiting for an opportunity, and they will be useful for the nation, the people, and for the policies is coming up. At the same time, these family leaders won't allow any new people coming just closer to the selection of the candidates and selection of the leadership. All the leadership from president, secretary, vice president, cashier, all of them have been elected from the family. This has become a curse for India because their objective is their own family interest, and they will not allow anyone to blossom. How it is affecting the economy? Because these people, once they come into power, their only objective is to share and distribute the key positions. These key positions have only one objective: sell the positions, sell the contract, sell the natural resources, and big import licenses, and they acquire enough money. Most of the television channels have been directly or indirectly owned and operated by family members, especially in South India. Either it is a Telugu channels, or it is a Tamil channels, or it is in many North Indian channels. Some of them are owned and operated by the family members, and many of them are directly or indirectly have invested by the political class. So anyone who will try to find the truth behind all these corruptions and the corruptors, they have been silenced. There are 2-3 methods of silence they have used. Anyone who has raised a tongue against the ruling class, especially the biggest party and the oldest party, they have been eliminated. How they have been eliminated? Mostly, many of them die in an accident. A fast running truck come and ram on the car the victim is traveling. Whether it is an election rally or he is traveling to somewhere, he has been silenced. The other one was died in a medical college, which is one of the most famous and topmost. No one knows what happened to him. Everyone believes that he has been administered thallium. Thallium is a slow poison. So one thing we know, that anyone who is a potential prime ministerial candidate, or anyone who is a potential candidate who can challenge the ruling shions, they will get either helicopter ride, and helicopter lands accidentally, and they are finished. And there one of the family members are appointed in a key position, and the dust is settled. This has been going on quite some time. You can say that many generations. For the last 70 years, ever since the Britishers left India, this strategy has been being practiced. The opposition leaders are a kind of a divided house, and 90% of the opposition leaders, except 2-3 parties, have set up their own family political shop. Like you are setting up a shop on Facebook, you can set up a Facebook shop with a name like that. They with a name, they set up a political shop, and they appoint their family members as a parliamentarians, and they come to the parliament. Especially there are families like Karunanidhis, like Gandhis, like Pawars, like Yadavs, like again you can say the people in Abdullahs in Kashmir. So these are the people have only one objective: they keep the power under their control and enjoy the power and the darbar of India. The power darbar of India is the most lucrative and tasty service they are enjoying. Why they are enjoying? They get a lot of freebies like a free car ride, free travel, free accommodation, free Lutein bungalows, and free media coverage. They have a lot of things to do, and they keep on promoting one generation after another generation. Secondly, Indian economy. Indian economy is, everyone say, in a very bad shape. India, the growth is going down. But what we are seeing is that the India's growth has been affected by demonetization. Demonetization was a surgery, a deep surgery has been conducted by the present or the previous government, and the tumor was very deep. So its surgery was very dangerous, at the same time very difficult, and such impact was expected, because from black money India, a shadow economy, into a white economy, it took time, because 70 years long tumor has been operated and taken out from the brain of India and the heart of India. So now the India is recovering, and India has not died. Indians have coped. Now India is ruled by the Indians, 130 citizens, 30 crore citizens. Then again you will ask, who was the beneficiary? The beneficiary is the 130 crore citizens of India. Why? Because these 3 citizens now get the benefit of demonetization and GST. Now the tax collection has increased and black money has disappeared. Now we will ask another question. What happened to the black money holders? Black money holders lost their money. They had millions of rupees in the bags they kept in the shelf. Most of the shelves were secret lockers, and this money they had to hand over to the agents on 40%. They received only 40% or lesser. The rest of the 60% has been shared by the brokers, middlemen, and the bank managers who helped to convert this money into new currency. So the black money holders have become poor, and there is no money in the market in their hand. So rest of the money they deposited in the bank, because it has become white money. So once it has become a white money, they don't want to invest. They want to keep it in the bank and take the interest and enjoy. That has caused the problem in the Indian economy, because black money stopped coming and white money took time to come. And now the time has changed. Now a lot of investors are coming and they have started investing. Secondly, the another problem was that it took the storm was the citizens register. This register had a problem. Everyone believed that it was against the Islamic Muslim community. Then first of all, everyone should know that there is no Muslim or Christians or others in India. The Islamism and Christianity has invaded to India or came to India without being invited. And the people who have converted, because that most of the people who didn't have a entry in the temple or who didn't have a respect in the society, they were forced to join that bandwagon, and they became the puppet in their hand. Now they are being used. So now their mind is like virus infected hard disk. They have been played, they have been used as a puppet, and they come to the road, set fire on the road, and they don't have any sense of national interest. They have been used by these invaders like a virus using an affected cell to take the control of the total body. So this is going on because the people who have the institutions, three institutions have invaded to India. One was Islamism, third is the Bible, and the third one is the Communist Manifesto. They don't have any emotional attachment to India as a nation. They have only their institutional interest. What is the institutional interest? They want to convert a maximum number of people into their ideology or theology. So we call it as the theological colonialism and ideological colonialism. There are some states in India which are the part and become the victim or become the majority controlled by these invaders, and these invaders are using the Indian citizens who has become their part of their journey and using them for their self-interest, institutional interest, you can say. Then why they are coming out? Because they don't have any choice. If they will come back to again reconvert to Hinduism, they will be forced to go back to their old caste, whichever they belong to. So this will create a problem for them. They will have a social problem. So they don't want to come back. Even if they reconvert, they will get only the caste they belong to or their forefathers were belong to. So they have been sandwiched. They are the victim. Why? The invaders want to use them like a virus infected computer. So now they have become a national problem. Actually, they are not doing. Their godfather, these three invaders are using, the theological and ideological colonialists are using all this. Secondly, what is happening in our socio-cultural problems? Because the discrimination has been a part of India, and India has a two kind of discrimination. One is a caste kind of discrimination. People have been divided into caste according to the skill and the job they used to take in the early stage. Finally, it has become a tradition. Secondly, Indians who wanted to come out of that traditional job first were facing a lot of resistance from the upper class, upper crust and the upper caste. That Mandal Commission procession and Mandal Commission crisis was one of the examples we can tell here. Now, will you ask, sometimes people will ask me, is there any future for India? The answer is yes. Now, the Indians have been exposed. Indians have got a platform called social media. They keep on expressing their views. These views have been freely shared. Now, earlier it was not like that. The media like a TV and newspaper was being controlled by a kind of people, especially the people who didn't get adequate share in the administration. They jumped into the media and the English media, and they have been using that media against the ruling community. Now the public realized their mistake, and the public started sharing and realizing and understanding what is right and what is wrong. Especially the Hindus, the majority were censored by the news for the last 70 years. Now the social media has made them to express their views, so they become a big community, and that has made a lot of changes in Indian society. Now India is moving towards a kind of a revolution, a psychological revolution. India doesn't require a bloody revolution. India needs a psychological revolution. Why? First of all, Indians are careless. Number two, Indians take India for granted. Number three, they know they are right, but they don't do their duty. Number four, economy is taken for granted. Everyone buy whatever they want to show their neighbor or their someone else, instead of buying something they can use. When it comes to such a condition, people start spending more than they make, and they land in big loans. So most of the loan taken by the people, they couldn't return. Then you will ask a question, is it all NPS of the banks are taken by the poor people and they have enjoyed life? The answer is no. The problem is that the bank has given loan to the big players, and they helped them even manufacture the papers and the documents required to get a loan sanctioned. Then you will ask another question, why did they do? Most of the bank managers have got a target. They have to meet that target of loan, target of business, target of revenue. And unless until they business, they won't get a promotion. Most probably, they may lose even the chair they are enjoying. So they were forced to do such jobs, like they started indirectly functioning and they tried to create a shortcut, and you can say a bypass surgery, to lend maximum number of loans, maximum amount they lend, because the bank has to pay interest to the depositors. Unless until bank doesn't give any loan, then from where the bank will give the depositors interest? So bank has to take the decision. So when bank takes the decision, it has been handed over to the branches, to the each branch managers, and it is the duty of branch manager to make each branch a profit center. So when they are compelled, they will do shortcut surgeries. And ICICI Bank episode was one of the most popular, because its CEO Kochar was one of the most famous and the most decorated manager, bank chief in India. Once upon a time, media has taken her, and media has praised her, media has inflated her into a big play person. But what happened once the media came to know that she was forced to do many things she never wanted to do to meet the target, she became now a pawn. Now no one is around her, all alone she is facing the enquiry. So this will happen to everyone. Why? I am not the spokesperson of Kochar, but what Kochar did was many people have done, but many of them have gone unnoticed. Why? Because the cases have been suppressed. Sometimes the political godfathers have helped the people who have done it. Most of the loans have been sanctioned by the call received from the political godfathers. Many public sector banks are the victims. NPS have been given by the public sector banks, has been shared by the political boss, godfathers, and the loan seeker and the corporate. Most probably they might have got only 40%, 60% have been distributed among all these people. So now we have a question, how we will recover all this money? You can recover all this money from the owners of the company which have taken the loan. Like Malaya had to run away from here. What Malaya has done, he didn't do anything wrong. We made him a victim. We tried to exploit him. Why? He started a Kingfisher as a dream project for India, as an example that India can be a good player in the world, and aviation is an untouchable sector for Indians. It has been mostly managed by foreigners, either making the aeroplane or running the air service. Aviation was an elite sector, and it was a dream sector. Now you can see that even the pilots and the air hostess are traveling in an auto rickshaw. They are not received salary for many months. Why? Because so many aeroplanes, lot of competition, that has made aeroplanes at loss, and the fuel price, operational cost, everything is very high. So finally what happened, all aeroplane operators, airways has become most of the bankrupted, and some of them escaped like Malaya, but he left behind a lot of asset here, and the government has attached it to the bankers have attached it. So now there is a question before us, how it is going to happen if whenever every entrepreneur fails, either they run away or they run into trouble, because we don't have a protection system for entrepreneurs. Should be treated as a wealth makers, as the Prime Minister said. Why? They are not a thief. They came with an ambition. They offered a job, they offered a platform, they created jobs. Unfortunately, what happened, if the concept was not lucrative or profit making, that has forced them to shut down the store or run away from the responsibility. A Kingfisher was a dream project, it was a dream liner, but someone could have bought it and run it. But one of the reasons was that Malaya had so many enemies, and they didn't want Malaya as any brand has to shine in Indian market. Especially it has become a challenge. It has become a revenge for some political class, and they used all their revenge against him. Now Malaya is one of the most insulted corporate giant. Like Kochar is now nowhere. So all these are giving us an example. If you become an entrepreneur, the risk and the threat is much higher in India as compared to in any other country. That's why people run away from here. So the time has come for the government, the people, and including the opposition who oppose everything that is good for India, have to sit together and find a common program that would take this country into the next level. Thank you for watching IVTNN's Good Morning World. This program was delayed 2 days because now IVTNN has got a garage studio. This is the first recording from that garage studio. We are starting like a garage, like Google started, Yahoo started, most probably Facebook started. So IVT Studio, IVTNN's first program, I am recording from this garage studio. And thank you for watching Good Morning World. And we will come next week with a much better program. Please wait for us. Thank you for watching IVTNN's Good Morning World. Thank you.